Alright, people. You ever walked into the grocery store pickle aisle and thought to yourself, oy vey, I could be here for quite a while if I had to find the perfect pickle to fit my style? Well, we're here today to fix that problem for you with America's best pickle bracket.
You gotta stop gawking at all them gherkins after we get through our extensively planned bracket where we split the four quadrants into four different varieties of pickles. We have our spicy pickles, the classic pickles, fancy pickles, and then finally you got your store brand pickles.
And those are going to be your Dollar General, like Clover Valley, Great Value, all that good stuff. And so, with all the different varieties you can get in that crazy convoluted pickle aisle, we decided today to only match up pickle spears against each other. So we're going to be slapping them spears tip to tip and a grueling challenge to figure out which dill is the best to fix your fill in today's America's Best Pickle Showdown.
First things first, let's take a look at today's pickle lineup. So for the first matchup of our showdown, we're going to go to our classic bracket and pin up Vlasic against Mount Olive.
Now, did you know the Vlasic stork, it actually is, for their mascot, was introduced in 1974. And that pickle he's holding is actually known to be held like a cigar, and to go along with his Marco, and that's known to go along with his Marco.
It's Grouch. Groucho Marx?
Yeah. And that's known to go along with his Groucho
Marx.
And that's known to go along with his Groucho Marx style voice. Now with Vlasic, they came around in 1942. Mascot John V is his name. Came around in 1974. In this jar, pickles came to us at $3.60.
I got my Mountain Olive over here. As you can see on the lid here, actually on the label, it says it's been since 1926. So you're looking at about 92 years. And back then, it was just a Lebanese immigrant's recipe that a community took up. That community's name is Mount Olive, and there's a factory there that started from 1 acre in 1926, and now it is 150 acres.
Still there to this day.
Still in Mount Olive.
That's impressive. Well, before we bite into these bad boys, I think we're gonna have to crack open these lids first, eh?
Let's pop these tops.
Let's get into these brine beauties. And we can't be eating too many pickles. We'll dry ourselves out like real bad and probably end up in the hospital if we ate as many pickles as in this bracket it would require for all these matchups. So we're gonna snap these pickles, but we were thinking, why not use that breaking in half as another assessment of the pickles? So we're gonna test the snap or crunch or I guess flexibility of these pickles. I'd say flexibility is bad. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I hate it, but I don't prefer it.
I want a nice firm pickle.
I want some crunch.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that again on camera ever again. But anyways, here we go for our first crunch snap test. Oh, this one's got a lot of bend. Oh, it's leaking. Oh, wow.
It did snap though. It did snap.
It did snap at the end.
I thought it wasn't gonna get.
The ends almost touched each other. All right. Well,
let's give it a shot.
Let's go.
Well, now our ends did touch.
That's a classic Vlasic. I grew up on Vlasic, I feel like.
Yeah.
Good. It's nothing. It's just it's the classic. It's like a pickle, you know. It's just really like classic pickle, super vinegary, good. Got a decent crunch, but I mean it's not all the like because I feel like they're built on crunch. and it's not really all the crunch or anything. You know what I mean?
There was some decent crunch. When I saw the bend, I thought there wasn't going to be anything. But again, it's just right on the edge. It's not really what you want.
All right. Well, go ahead, snap test us for the Mount Olives, and let's bite into these bodacious brine beauties.
All right. It's
Oh.
looking about the same, a little bit slower. Not much
About
of a
the same.
snap.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say not as much snap as the Vlasic had.
All right, Mount Olive, let's see what you got.
1926, 90 years of pickle, and I mean, you didn't change the factory, so the recipe didn't change, I'm guessing.
No, I wouldn't think so. I mean, Mount Olive, North Carolina. Let's see if you got it going on.
Wow. After the snap test, I would have expected this didn't crunch nearly like this did, and it's actually exponentially more. You could probably hear it on camera or on the microphone, which is new, by the way. Let us know how that sounds in the comments. But
Yeah.
honestly, I'd say hands down this one. I'm gonna try this one more time.
I was gonna do the same. It's got the best benefits of everything. It's got that like real juicy pickle to it, but it also, I don't know how that crunch test did me like that, but it did have a little trouble peeling at the end. So maybe that skin is just nice and firm.
No question, Mount Olive in my book.
It's like a little mellower. It's not as like tangy. I would say it's the Vlasic too.
Yeah, I'd agree, and I like it more because yeah, the Vlasic's just so much vinegar. Boom.
I like me a little vinegar, but I like me a little flavor too.
So Vlasic, you're getting out of here. Honestly, I think that might be an upset for a lot of people. But go ahead, you compare them yourself. Mount Olive's way crunchier, world's better.
I'd say 2 thumbs up.
All right, coming at you with the second matchup, rounding out our first round of the classic bracket is going to be Tophams versus Nathan's. Now, with Tophams, I wasn't able to find too much research other than it's another Kroger brand, like Simple Truth and their Kroger brand pickles weren't enough. I didn't know that until I just thought they were everywhere, but because I go to Kroger a lot, but yeah, just another Kroger thing. Coming at you at $1.79 a piece, though.
Now I'm looking over here at Nathan's, and we actually have these. They were made in 1999, but the pickle actually was made before that by an Ohio family farm called the Herman Pickle Farm. So these are actually cold refrigerated pickles where they're never boiled, so you have to keep them in the refrigerator no matter what, opened, unopened. They don't even pop when you open them, and these are coming at you for $4.29.
Wow, people are really squirming for those Hermans if they're paying that much.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they like a good gherkin.
Let's crack these bad girls open.
Go ahead and do a snap test here first. Let's see what we got going on with the Nathans. A cold pressed refrigerated pickle.
Will it be more snap or less snap with the cold press? Ooh, she's bending.
Oh, tips touch.
Ooh, Betsy going back.
Oh.
Ooh.
Soft split and it touched tips, man.
Ooh, and you had to break that skin.
Had to break the skin. Let's see what's going on with these.
Great flavor. No crunch.
Yeah, I'd say so. It's got that cucumber taste to it, but it's just slim.
Yeah, I wish if that had crunch, it'd be the perfect pickle in my opinion. So, snap test here with the Tophams ripoff. I honestly think these Tophams, and we'll talk about it. We'll go into it after the bracket and do a test. I think these might be the same exact as the Kroger brand pickles. In all honesty, same ingredients, same calories, everything's the same. Ooh,
Pretty decent snap.
she bent back and snapped that bad girl. Very crunchy. Also, like a lot of the other ones, vinegar right in your face. Though.
Harsh. It's very tart.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back over here.
If you merge these two together, if these two pickles had a baby,
Wow.
I'd eat that baby.
That would be like, yeah, the baby Jesus pickle. Very close. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Nathan's.
I was still eating, so I pointed. I don't know. I like the crunch a little bit more, but again, if you merge these together, I like them. So, how do you settle this tie, Mike?
All right, so I think for our tiebreakers today, we're gonna grab one of the pickles. Each of us grab an end, kind of wishbone it, wickle it, wishbone, pickle bone. We'll pickle bone it.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
We're gonna pickle bone it. Okay. So you grab an end. Whoever gets the most pickle at the end wins. Just kind of push our knuckles towards each other. Oh man, this.
Can we count that?
You didn't get any pickle.
There is a slice of pickle on there.
I'll say I won, which means Nathan's wins and is moving on to the next round.
Alright, so for the next round, we're actually going to go across the bracket over here now to the store brand section of the bracket, where we're going to pin up Meyer kosher dills against the Great Value kosher dills and see who's better.
So these Meyers are coming at you at $1.89. What you looking at price point over there?
$1.67.
$1.67. So beating us out a little bit. We'll see if it's really a great value, quote unquote. With Meyer, in general, as a store, Meyer started up in Michigan back in, I think, 1934. And now today they have 250 stores across like Kentucky, Ohio, Wisconsin, Michigan. I think Indiana, they have stores as well. So.
Now, everybody knows Walmart. Everybody should know the Great Value brand, which actually started in 1993, and Walmarts are all over the place. They actually say they're from Bentonville, Arkansas, but again, who knows where they're coming from when you're talking about the store
You
brands.
can never track down where the pickles are actually made at because they're probably all the same.
Yeah.
So let's crack these bad girls open.
Let's go ahead and give her a little strength test and see how she does here.
All's fair in love and pickle.
That's a juice pickle right there. Let's see how the Great Value holds up. Oh, it's double split here.
Wow. Bend and back. Okay.
Oh, that's a tough
We got pickle
split.
juice all over this table.
Yeah, I should probably keep it on the floor, but not this round. Great Value.
That's a pretty valuable pickle, I'd say.
Yeah, Great Value, great pickle.
Very good crunch. Very good flavor. Not too much vinegar. Almost, it's punchier than like the Nathan's, but it's pretty good. And dude, the pickle, the cucumber quality over here is struggling.
I saw that last one. That was a lumpy one.
There was like 4 of them I pulled. Yeah, that one was broken and lumpy. So here's our good solid pickle. We finally treasure hunted out of that jar. Let's get a snap test. Oh, okay.
I'd say that's probably a better snap test, though.
Not-
Those were crunchy, but
Not terrible on the snap test, I'd say, but a fraction more crunchy, exponentially more vinegary.
yeah, again, it's that. I don't know how, but Great Value broke the mold there.
I was gonna say with the snap factor test, is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna take another bite. I'm going with Great Value myself.
1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. I don't care how you want to say it. It's Great Value all day.
Hands down. All right, wrapping up round 1 of our store brand matchups is Clover Valley, or the Dollar General store brand, versus Kroger. Now, with Clover Valley, the brand was actually founded in 2001, Clover Valley itself. I'm not quite sure when Dollar General started up, but I know they have like 900 to 1,000 stores across America. You see them everywhere. Originated in Nevada, and that's actually where these are distributed from. So this is actually kind of an oddball with the distribution.
Okay. Yeah, no, these are from the Kroger's. Now, it's kind of a sprawling store. I know it is coast to coast, but they're kind of sparse some places, so you may or may not know them. They're actually from Cincinnati. It looks like they go for about $1.79, and there's a 40% chance Kroger made these. A 60% chance they got it from an outside provider.
Huh, that's odd. And these were coming at me at $1.50, one of the cheapest ones that we have purchased so
Yeah,
far.
definitely.
So let's crack these bad girls open. surprised we hadn't had any too tough ones yet.
I said this was probably the hardest to open, but it was still pretty dang easy.
You want to go ahead and give us a little schnappity test?
Give it a little schnappity test.
Schnappity brr.
Not the best subject.
I've never stared so intently at pickles in my life. Those all look good snap tests to me, to be honest with you.
I just wanted the one that was uncircumcised.
Found the one with an umbilical cord still on.
Alright, snap test says so far. Tips touching it.
Wow, a fail.
It is fully compressed and it's still not even to the skin.
We might need a knife for that one. Alright. Oh, so you give me the uncircumcised friggin' foreskin.
I don't want the tip. Crunch test isn't the best factor from the split because these are still pretty crunchy, but they are missing a lot up in the midsection.
Those taste exactly like Toppums. Just saying. I'm gonna go do snap test over here.
Yeah, that vinegar level again is very high.
And it's got the same crunch as the Toppums, I'm pretty sure. We'll test again later, but... So these are all pretty skinny, which is not a bad thing about a pickle or a person. Skinny, big, you know, everybody's beautiful, whatever they say. Snap test. Ooh, wow, another non-snapper. I thought it was going to snap because of the skinniness, but...
Did not. One bit.
It almost tastes like an olive at first.
Yeah, it's a lot different take on a pickle. It's that yellow number 5 that really gives it the extra tang for the Clover Valley.
I don't know why they have to, like, the ones with color, I don't get it. I guess that's the assumed color of pickles, but, like, I'm pretty sure the Nathan's doesn't have color in it, and it tastes fine.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Clover Valley. For me, it's easy. I'm going with the Kroger Spears, even though they taste exactly like Toppums.
They're good in a different way, but they're not great. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with those. Even though they're a little bit.
Kroger's, moving on.
All right, so now on to our next part of the bracket, our fancy pickles. Now, for our first one, we have our Murray's garlic and dill pickle spears versus Clausen kosher dill pickle spears. Pick the pack of pickle pepper spears.
There's no way you pick a pack of pickled peppers. Never have I ever seen a vegetable pickled before you pick it.
I probably wouldn't eat them if I did.
Peter's a liar is what I'm trying to say. Pinky's out when you grab these fancy bad boys because Murray's are coming to you at a whopping $10 a jar for literally the smallest jar we found. Oh, and if you were wondering, these go great with cheese fondue and cheese dip, according to Murray's, who, go figure, is a cheese website. It's like the fundraisers you get with the cheese dogs and all that stuff.
Definitely.
That's basically what Murray's is. They got into Kroger's. I think they got into like 200, or actually 600 Kroger's. And yeah, so they're sold at 800 total locations with the restaurants that they're in as well, I'm pretty sure. So
I know the cheese is good from Murray's. I've had that. We'll see how the pickles are. But over here I have our second cold pickle of the day. Again, that's another refrigerated pickle, always chilled. You can't have it any other way. Now these are the Clausen pickles that go for $4.49, and they are originated in 1870. 1870s when they started in Chicago, Illinois. Now Kraft Heinz, I believe, is the final owner currently, but
the pickle brand names get passed back and forth like the last play of the football game.
One kind of ironic thing is, down there is the Vlasic Company in 2002.
Under the loser table, the trolls.
They tried to buy out Clausen, but by the FTC was stopped for fears of a monopoly. So these could have been Vlasic made, but no.
No pickle monopoly. Let's crack these bad girls open. These claim to be tangy, herbaceous, and briny. What pickle is not briny? That was a good pop, though.
That was pretty solid.
The little lid.
Now again, no pop on these.
You got a little pickle condom on there. Pickle jar condom. Alright, so I'll do snap test over here with these little Clausens. Tiny. This is like the pickles you see I feel like next to like what do they call it? Like cucumber sandwiches. little, like, somebody carrying it around on a tray with, like, these pickles next to it.
Honda.
Oh, it's $7 a pickle. Ooh. It wasn't a loud snap, but it snapped quick. That's the quickest eat. That's the most brittle pickle we've touched today.
It was a snap loud enough to catch my attention, I'll tell you what.
We said a lot of strange things about pickles. Without context, this video might be weird. Okay. That's actually pretty good. It's different. It's pretty dill forward. More dill forward than anything.
Yeah, it's definitely a different take on another kind of pickle I haven't really had before. The vinegar doesn't come through as much. I like it.
Yeah, it's good. Go ahead, do the snap.
Can't snap a snap. Pretty solid pickle here.
And it does say these would be good with Bloody Marys. That is a perfect Bloody Mary pickle. I'll say that.
Yeah. Now let's see if these cold pickles are a little better than the Nathan. See if they snap a little better here. Ooh, these are two solid snappers here, dude.
They are, definitely. We got the battle of the snappers here. Okay, not gonna lie. I've had Clausen before. Clausens are... They're gonna be hard to take down on the ladder of pickles, dude. And honestly, trying the Murrays again, they're still dill forward, but they still punch that vinegar through like the store brands. Clausen, you could see no yellow dye. Is there yellow dye in this? No color in this one either, though. But
I'm voting purely by actions. This is my second pickle. Clausen.
I want another one, but I don't want to turn into a human raisin. Clausen, moving on. All right, wrapping out our first round in our fancy bracket is McClure's versus Simple Truth, or a Kroger organic brand. Now, our Simple Truth are coming to you at about $3.50 per jar, and these is Kroger's bougie brand per se, all organic, and they became available across America, announced on the 24th of September 2012.
Oh, that's pretty recent. These are a little bit older than that. These were actually introduced in 2006 and 2009. They took all manufacturing to their hometown, not to their hometown, I would say, their home state of Michigan. So almost all the dills are produced, grown, and made in Michigan.
Exactly, bag girls open. And now I've had those before, and there's always little tiny pickles on the top, if I remember correctly, with those ones.
These are big tiny pickles.
Well, yeah, they make sure it's the tallest one of them all because they use real large cucumbers, clearly.
Now these are $4.49 per jar.
Why don't you give us a little snap test there? No, he's going for the large honker.
Gotta get the honkers, dude.
And you could see the dill on these ones.
Now this was actually their grandmother's recipe. It was a couple brothers that started this company. Grandma's recipe. Let's see if Grandma had some snap. Some snap to her.
Hopefully not. I feel like that's a broken hip waiting to happen.
Not too much snap. Pretty soft on the snap, but let's see how the flavor adds up.
Very good pickle consistency. Different vinegar. I feel like they use a different mixture of vinegar than a lot of other people do, honestly.
Yeah, I think the other ones are just distilled white. And then those maybe have some apple cider or something in them?
Yeah, there's got to be something different. Check that out while I do a snap test over here with the Simple Truth. Is this really the truth? Ooh, good snap there, honestly.
Just distilled vinegar in these, but that snap was a lot better. Let's see how these Simple Truth are.
That's the most garlic I've gotten out of any of them.
It definitely is, but it's not like...
It's... Alright, sorry about that. The camera's overheating and we're not even in the spicy bracket yet. But I'm going in for a second bite. Again, very garlicky here. Very good garlicky. I like garlic a lot. More snappy than this. This has got a great, unique flavor that I've had before, and I'm going to go back again right now. It's like more dill over here, more garlic over here. Vote on 3. 1, 2, 3. Simple truth.
I think it, honestly, if I had these two without having McClure's in the past, I might go McClure's. But that's unique with how much garlic it has. I have never had a pickle with that much garlic.
I've honestly not either. It's very good.
To the bin! Alright, now on to our final piece of the puzzle here. Our spicy bracket. Starting out with Vlasic Zesty Dill Spears against McClure's. 2 repeats here. Both spicy. Let's see how they are.
2 repeats here, yeah. And so I couldn't really find when the Zesty Dills were incorporated into the lineup, but I did find out that they decided actually to use the stork because it was like after the baby boom era, and it was something strange with like, we're in a baby shortage, so a pickle and a stork, it goes together, and pregnant women like pickles, something along those lines. But anyways, first things first, the Vlasic brothers actually didn't start out as a pickle company. They were a creamery, and there was a pickle shortage actually in World War II, and they started pickling pickles in glass jars, and they quickly became their #1 seller.
No way. So again, we had these Vlasics here. Now on the jar it says Detroit and New York on there. So the family's originally from Michigan. Now they split apart. One brother went to New York, one person went to Michigan, and they still represent that today with all the pickles coming from Michigan, all the business coming from New York. Now these are gonna be made, they say, with habanero peppers and cayenne peppers. So let's give these a pop.
These are coming at you at $3.60 jar.
$3.60. These are actually $5.99 per jar.
Ooh, price save. But I'll get you a snap test here.
Let's see. Get that one primed up.
Ooh, no snap at all. It folded.
Soft break for sure.
Dude, how does like, I don't know how Vlasic lives on like the crunch being their thing, and that's why they were trying to take other people's lawsuits probably, because is it actually this? Okay, it was Clausen, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see how it is though.
Just that Clausen was really crunchy. That's what they were trying to go for.
Mm-hmm.
More crunch than the original.
A little bit. It almost tastes like Tabasco sauce was mixed in there or something.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, like that vinegary, like hot sauce. So let's get a snap test here.
I like it because it's not as much vinegar.
It's not, yeah, it's not bad at all, honestly.
Okay, now this is a big gherkin.
Yeah, dude, that's why they got those big jars for those big gherkins. Those brine buttes.
Ooh, but still a tough snapper.
A folder.
But a little bit at the end there.
There you go.
Second drop pick. We're taking that one.
Wow. You could taste the habanero. Literally. Like, I think, yeah, there is a habanero in here. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but there is a habanero in here.
2 of them. There's 2 of them in there.
Yeah, so it's all flavor, dude, and great flavor, honestly. I'm not taking a second bite. My vote's going straight to McClure's. In this matchup, definitely McClure's.
All right, coming to you with the last round of the Sour 16.
I see what you did there.
Oh yeah, that's the tart ones. Let's see if they're the same here. We got Famous Dave's Sweet and Spicy Pickle Spears against Mount Olive, coming again with now their Zesty Garlic Spears. Now, again, when they're coming out with the new flavors, they don't really give when these came out. But the spice that they say is brought to you by an extra spicy garlic flavor.
And what are those running to you at price point wise?
It's looking about $2.49 per jar. Now, fun fact about these is if you're familiar with Unwrapped, they appeared on Unwrapped in 2010.
Good old Mark Summers, eh?
Yeah.
Mark Summers was he made a guest spot on Oh, what's the shirt? Blake Durr Anderson. Workaholics? Or no?
Oh yeah, Workaholics.
Is it Workaholics? Yeah, I think it is Workaholics. Now, with these famous Daves, so first and foremost, it says sweet and spicy, so I'm interested. I hate bread and butter pickles. I like terrible. Like, there's people who say people who like pickles are the devil, like people who don't sleep with their socks off, etc. There's a special place in hell for people who like bread and butter pickles. No.
Yeah, definitely.
But so Famous Dave is actually known for, he's the most decorated barbecue pit master in America. In 1994, he opened up his first Famous Dave's restaurant, which is famous for their smoked meats and other barbecue assortments. Their pickles, they didn't really know it when they started selling them, but they made a deal with a bunch of stores and are now selling them for $3.89 with claims that it pairs perfectly with a smoked brisket or chicken.
Ooh, man. That might influence my taste just hearing that, but let's give them a pop and see if that taste is true.
Ooh, it smelled like farts. I'm not gonna lie. It smells like straight farts. Okay, well, spicy round. Camera cut off again. We're upgrading camera. I just waiting for a lens to get here. The GoPro will stop overheating on you guys. But the spicy round, it was bound to happen at least once.
Yes.
So yeah, still smells like farts. That might have something to do with the camera turning off. But why don't you go ahead and give us a little snappity pooty?
No, those will give me the pooties. These will give you the snappities.
Snappity pooty reminds me Danny Pooty.
From
a bed from Community. Yep.
Ooh, that was a fierce.
I heard
snap,
that
yeah.
snap. Yeah, dude. I look away for a second and she's freaking split on me. So what you got? Overall, it's almost the same as the normal ones, which is not a bad pickle. It's just not hot. It's not spicy or zesty.
It's a little bit between the regular Mount Olive and I would say a little bit of the Simple Truth. Because it has a little bit of extra garlic to it.
The garlic. I could see where you're coming from with that.
Let's see how that baby splits.
Snap test on this sweet and spicy.
Ooh, that's nice.
Very snappy.
Fart test? It does smell kind of already.
Nope. It's a bread and butter pickle. It's a spicy bread and butter pickle. I don't like it. I'm going. Out of pure. Next!
Bye-bye.
Mount Olive moves on by default. Alright, people. Now moving out of the Sour 16 and into the Envious 8. You get it because pickles are green with... Forget it. Anyways, your first matchup in the Envious 8 is Nathan's versus Mount Olive. Now, we already know the facts and the fun stuff about these pickles. I say we crack down. We know the snap factor. Let's get straight to business.
Straight to business.
I'm already feeling a little shriveled up. Tasting that Mount Olive, after tasting the zesty ones, you're right. It's like a mix between Mount Olive and the Simple Truth. And now your Nathan's. Not gonna lie, the Nathan's grows on you.
Mm-hmm. It's that cucumberiness. I like the pickles that still hold that.
Yeah, because it almost stings your tongue at this point, probably because we've eaten so many pickles, but this is still, like, I could eat a whole one of these if I wasn't afraid of the health consequences.
I think we know.
Mm-hmm.
Nathan's
for sure.
Now moving on in the Envious 8
Envious 8.
is Great Value versus Kroger brand here. So
Unless you got a better name, dude. That's what I thought. Back to business.
I was just confirming. Okay, now let's see who's got the better pickle here. Is it the Great Value or is it the Kroger brand? Or are they maybe very similar?
Well, I think first things first is a little half of the pickle. Whoa, dude, I grabbed my pickle first, okay? Retract your pickle.
Whoop.
Holster your pickle, sir.
I had a quick draw on the pick, though. I'm ready to go anytime. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, explosion.
Yeah, that was a pretty juicy snap.
We got a squirt pickle here. A lot of these pickles are starting to taste the same. And I think those are the ones that we're gonna have to weed out. Well, I'm gonna weed out personally.
Well, and they already were, but they're just faced up against other ones that already had tasted the same.
That's true. Yeah, exactly.
This next round or two is gonna be very telling.
They almost taste exactly the same.
Crunchier.
Yep, that's the winner in my vote, just because it's crunchier, honest.
Crunchier and less vinegary.
Into pickle peril for the Krogus. And our Envious 8 matchup for the fancy bracket comes down to Clausen versus Simple Truth Organic. As I like to refer to it, Simp Tea.
Simp tea?
Simp Tea.
That sounds like a drink for simps.
One of these smells like farts again, dude. It's probably the garlic one, I bet.
Ooh, that's kind of farty for sure.
Snap the fart. I liked the fart last time. We'll see if I still do. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Simp Tea down the gullet.
Again, yeah, that's some good garlic there for sure. Good
Garlic.
Can't dislike it.
It's not as vinegar forward. Who knows if it's because of the garlic or because of the less vinegar forwardness of it, or organicness of it, but it still comes through with the cucumber and garlic.
Yeah, they got a good 1/4 inch of garlic in there. So.
Yeah. You could see it in the bottom.
Ooh.
Dude, he's a pickle destroyer.
Is that 30 out here?
It's past 5 seconds. I don't care, dude. Tainting, this is not scientific anymore. We've got a tainted sample here, but
I don't care how much taint is in that sample. That's so good.
you bite that one again, and it kind of, like, it's back to the store brand ones, like the ones that all taste the same, but it's got garlic in it. It's like somebody poured zesty Italian dressing in with the normal, like, whatever the basic brine is for all the other pickles. This is true cucumbers in a brine.
Yeah, I'd say that's the best of all the store brands.
Mm-hmm.
But winner.
Flossy the Ballsy. Moving into the final four.
Alright, now rounding out the Envious 8 here is Mount Olive, Zesty Garlic, and McClure's Spicy.
Now, if I remember, the Mount Olive kind of moved on by default, was it?
I believe so. It looks like the Mount Olive was against that famous Dave, which is a bread and butter pickle, which does not have business here.
No business in this pickle lineup.
It's not a bad default pickle.
No, it's Mount Olive's version of the Simple Truth.
For real. Yeah, definitely. No test.
Easy winner.
Could have told you that.
The true habanero. If you like spicy and you like pickles, it's the perfect spicy pickle. Mount Olive to Pickle Peril.
McClure's in the final four.
Ladies and gentlemen, moving on into the flaccid floor with your first matchup, Nathan versus McClure Spicy. Now we just had the McClure Spicy, so just a little piece will do. Here, you know it's that true habanero spice. They've got the garlic in there still, true dill flavor, real cucumbers. The longest of the bunch, very flaccid.
Very flaccid.
We're finding out flaccid pickle's not always a bad pickle.
Not always floppy, really. Could always have some crunch in a flaccid pickle.
Oh, we juiced. Basement's going to smell like pickles for weeks. Speaking of the basement, we're in the basement. How's the lighting look? We upped the lighting. We've got a portable sun now.
How's the sound? We left the sound. We've got a portable. Looks like it could be a double use item. I'm not gonna tell you what the second use is, but the first use is a microphone. Tell us how it sounds.
All right. Ooh, this is a tough one. Honestly, the Nathan's has really grown on me. On three.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. McClure's. Ooh. Grab one of those McClure's. Let's snap her to see who's going to the finale.
Yep.
Ooh. Oh.
Oh gosh.
Put it side by side here. I think you edged me out just barely.
Yep.
And Nathan's the surprise underdog. Who would have thought a hot dog making pickle farmer would have came straight down from the Hyatts, the Wyatts, straight into the history books, and you're first America's best pickle pinner.
All right, to finish out the Flaccid Four, we're looking at Clausen and our Great Value Pickles. I'm kind of surprised that the Great Value made it to the Final Four.
The best of the store brands. Like, was it because they're all the same and it's just the best batch out of all of them, or what? We'll probably never know, but I feel like there's some kind of secret pickle mafia or pickle Illuminati, like whatever you want to say it is.
Well, obviously, man, for some reason, because Vlasic couldn't buy Clausen, there's somebody out there preventing that.
Vlasic, dude, he's got the cigar because he's
Extorting people.
Yep, genre. Again, that's one of the pickles I could eat like 2 or 3 of those right now because I love pickles. That's one thing we didn't mention. We are certified since 1982 for me. 1987? 87 for you?
86.
86 for him. Certified pickle connoisseurs. Like a sommelier, but for pickles. They call us a pickleone.
Pickles.
Yeah, so we know what we're doing. Anybody else who's done this before probably doesn't have the certification levels that we do. So please, take this not for granted. This is the truth. The best pickle spear that you could find in our Kroger's, in local grocery stores, will be determined today. It's gotta be Clausen, dude.
It's good. It is. It's one of the best store brands out there, but
The Pickle Barrel.
you know what? It's something about a cold pressed pickle.
Clausen, moving on. Whew. Well, Alan, it has been a grueling, sodium-filled day today, and we are finally at the final matchup of America's best pickle spear, coming down to double cold pressed matchup between Nathan's and Clausen. It's been a grueling day. My tummy's a little bit upset. Nowhere near what it was after the pizza party for 2 challenge.
No way.
Check that out if you haven't yet. Well, anyways, I don't want to think about that. Really, don't. PTSD now. Come down to cold press, like I said. Our final matchup to find out the dill that will satisfy your fill. The brine beauty that's the best for your booty. Whew, it's been a tough day. A delightful day, honestly. Tried some pickles we haven't, or at least I haven't tried before.
Yeah, a lot of them, really. Nathan's,
for me, is a shocker, the fact that it's here right now.
My most surprising knockout, honestly, would have to be the McClure's that went out in the first round of the fancy.
That's true too, but how about the Vlasic? I feel like a lot of people, if you're a Vlasic fan, both Vlasics out in the first round. Like,
Gone.
you know, our final matchup, what do you say? We crack in here first. Juicer. Again, cold press, they don't have the snap, but they still got the snap.
Exactly.
I'm just imagining this with like a BLT turkey club, a nice sub. BLT turkey club, a nice sub. BLT turkey club, a nice sub. Okay, we'll do on 3. 1, 2, 3. Clausen. Dude,
Yeah.
it's dude, hands down. My heart could be going into my arteries could be closed from sodium, and I'd still reach for one more Clausen spear. That's just all it is.
Quite literally, I'm going for another Clausen spear.
Here we go. That wraps it up. I will put it in the books. ladies and gentlemen, your number one, America's best pickle, that gherkin, or your jerkin, And now we'll take you live to the America's Best Pickle Spear ceremonies.